Are you ready, my man? Ike?
Yeah, I'm ready. Whenever you're ready, bro.
Yeah, man. We're just gonna discuss some football, some stuff about your career and take it from there. So it's basically a conversation. So, nothing
Okay.
crazy. All right. Bear, you good? Everybody good?
Yes, sir. You
All
already
right.
know. Let's get it.
Yeah. Pro Fan Sports Podcast. Let's get it. Pro fans, tune into the program. Every single week, get the dope, fam. Sean on the mic, very flat too. Keep you updated, that's what we do. Pro fans, tune into the program. Pro fans, tune into the program. Pro fans, tune into the program. Every single week, get the dope, fam.
Yo, what it do, everybody? It's your boy, John Altidor with Pro Fan Sports Podcast. Back at you with another one. My boys, Vlad, Barry, and today we got a special guest, former NFL cornerback, 12-year pro. Used to play for the Pittsburgh Steelers, man. None other than Ike Taylor. What's going on, man?
Man, appreciate you having me on the show, bro. I ain't doing that, man. Just out here slinging cigars and trying to coach my son and my nephews. Just having fun right now. Doing a little podcast and all that. So really just trying to stay busy, dog.
Yeah. That's what's up, man.
You gotta say two-time Super Bowl winner.
That's right.
Gotta say two-time Super Bowl champion. It don't come easy. Just ask Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers.
Yes,
that's a fact.
That's a fact. Talk your shit. Yes, right. 2 Super Bowls ain't easy to win. It ain't easy, man. Facts.
Hey, man. I remember playing Madden. Whenever I played the Steelers on Madden, I wouldn't throw it your way, man. You had them ball skills, so
I guess I had them on Madden because real life I was suspect. Where hell I take it though. I get
you were still that
everything.
guy. You know what I'm saying?
I was definitely a pit bull for my team. Like my teammates love my attitude and my mentality. Like I ain't give a F about nothing, so I won't tripping on none of that. But yeah, man showed a lot of love towards me because real life, it wasn't like that when it came down to interceptions or whatever. But I can't complain about my career, man. Fourth round draft pick, only played, cornerback 1 year at my college, Lafayette, Louisiana. Wound up getting drafted from the Pittsburgh Steelers. 12 years later, two-time Super Bowl champion. So I definitely can't complain about my career, man.
Absolutely, man. And you played, with one of the all-time greats. I feel like, he's just now retiring after 18 years, man. What was it like to play with Big Ben Roethlisberger?
Oh, he's a gamer. That just was 7 years. Y'all call him Big Ben, we call him 7.
Yeah.
So 7 1 number, but the game was 7. I thought in my mind, just like reflecting back, he was just kind of ahead of his time. You know what I'm saying? So while you had the Tom Brady's, you had the Eli Mannings, you had the Peyton Mannings, you had the Phillip Rivers. At one point in time, Drew Brees, he was mobile, but 7 was doing what everybody else is doing now. He was able to scramble. Well, they used to call him doing Houdini when it came down to getting out of the pocket. Because you thought you had 7, then he'll just get out of the pocket and he'll wind up making a play of his own. So I thought, at least 18 years ago, 7 was ahead of his time. It's just as you get older and you're not able to move like how you could move when you was young, it's kind of hard. So he became a pocket quarterback, I thought, 3 years ago. And now with the young generation and how these quarterbacks evolving, if you can't move in the pocket and you can't scramble, you're not going to win games. So that's all I thought about 7. But 7 was something different, man. If you ask 7 to play ping pong, he'll smoke you. If you ask 7 if you play basketball to play horse, he'll smoke you. If you ask 7 to play shuffleboard, he'll smoke you. If you ask 7 to play golf, he'll smoke you. So my thing is God don't drop them kind of people around often. And whatever 7 wanted to do as far as like sports, he was able to do it at a high level. He just so happened to be a future Hall of Famer, in football. So that's all I can say, man, I played with him. You know what I'm saying? Not too many people can say they played with him. I played with 7.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Like this dude, you couldn't bring him down. You know, all these games, like, you know, and no matter how many pass rushes you had, he just like threw you off and was completing passes all over the place, man. So, you know, it's kind of like, you know, we've been seeing a lot of the greats just retire, you know, lately, you know, and this year is just his year, man, you know,
Right.
and I felt like last year, you know, he had a hard time, and then, you know, the writing was kind of like on the wall, you know, so I kind of figured he'd call it quits this year.
It's a young man sport, bro. Like when you talk
Yeah.
about anything professionally, man, that's what it is. Like it comes to an end. You know, Tom ain't said officially. Tom Brady ain't said officially, but it sounds like he's on his way out. Big Ben is on his way out. Like that's just what it is. The faster you can get that wrapped around your mind, the better off you'll be when it comes to your retiring. You know what I'm saying? Because you gotta understand, man, us as professionals, we always been the man. You know, whether you was 8 years old or you had a late bloom, like we was always that guy. Then you get to that NFL or NBA or NHL, like you get to this professional level. You know, I tell people all the time, I was only one of 27 corners getting drafted in the world.
Yeah.
Like I've been betting on myself since I was small. And we ain't even talking about quarterbacks. You know, you can go 15, 16 in the world. It's only a couple of it's damn near what? Close to 300 draft picks. And it's 22 positions on the field between offense and defense. Man, that's a small percentage. You know, the odds are very against you when it comes down to that. So I tell people all the time, like, man, football players and people who play professional sports, we're wired kind of different. You know, we've been betting on ourselves since it was small. We've been going against the odds since we were small. And what I mean by that is, man, we're student athletes. So to be a student, regardless of what your major is, or depending on what your major is, you know, it can be taxing to the brain. Now put an athlete with that in front of that student athlete. So I got to go to school. I got to make good grades. I got to get up at 5 a.m. in the morning because I got a workout to do because I don't want to mess up my timing with the school classes. Then I gotta perform on the field. Now, if I want to make it to the league, ain't no telling what the Ohio States, the Notre Dames, the Alabamas, the USCs, the Oregons, and they ain't even talking about Division II schools who was the man in high school, they just didn't make the grades to make it to the D1s. Now I got to fight against them. So you mean to tell me, man, damn near out of all the schools, Division 1, 2, or 3, it's 400 cornerbacks in the world, only 27 getting drafted?
You know, it's
man,
crazy,
I just beat the
crazy.
Man, I just beat the odds.
Yeah.
Facts.
But I bet on myself. Student athlete. It's a difference between just being a student. I'm a student athlete. So while you get to hang out, party, chill, kick it, I got to get up at 5. And when I get up at 5 because I want to go to the NFL, I got to make sure, man, my body is my temple. So I got to make sure that I'm always good in order to perform. Because guess what? You can come and watch me play and you can talk smack on me depending on how you feel. I'm not your professor. I'm not your professor. So I can't give you a grade off of how I feel. I gotta give you a grade off of your performance.
Yeah.
Matter of fact, we're in the same boat as that. So that's why I be trying to tell people, man, this student athlete, the shit is hard, bro. It's hard. Then let alone me trying to get to the next level, it's even harder, bro. But I said, and I forgot I said this. My mama reminded me, and she reminded me this often. She said, son, when you was 8 years old, you said you was going to make it to the NFL and you was going to take care of me. I don't know if you remember this. And she said you did. And for my mama to smile and say that, and for her to tear up and say that, that means everything to me. That means that means I've sacrificed, I've been unselfish my whole life to make sure My mom ain't got to work for nobody but my sisters. So now my sister got 3 daycares. My other sister got a hair and nail salon. So whenever my mom want to go to work, she gonna go work for my sisters. But it's a meme. It's a meme on social media. Like somebody out your generation gonna be the one.
Yep.
You gotta sacrifice to be the one.
Yep.
And the sacrifices is I can't hang out with my homeboys. I can't drink. I can't smoke with my homeboys. I'm on a 20-year plan. And I holler at y'all when I'm 34 or 40. So while y'all still working, because I sacrificed between 8 and 34, I'm gonna holler at y'all later. I don't want to retire when I'm 65 or 55 and be like, nah, but 55 and 65, the health is damn near at an issue.
Yeah.
Facts. You're right.
So that's I looked at that at 8 years old. That's my story. That's how I looked at. I looked at this at 8 years old, bro. But it ain't easy, man. And to this day, my mom and my son, they still my motivation. I still get up. Like right now, I'm in a cigar business, so I slang cigars, and this is what I'm doing.
So what's the cigar business?
So the cigar, I got a one of a kind. It's called One of a Kind. You can go to howardgcigars.com. So me and my brother, we slang cigars. We just got back from Vegas from a TPE event. We got to go to Honduras. We done did Nicaragua. Like, we just sliding and we moving. But I tell them, man, that a lazy brain is dead. I say, bro, we got to stay moving. I say, as long as the good man put breath in your body, open your eyes up, bro, you got to stay busy, bro. Because it's too much money out there for you not to get. Now, it's going to take us another 10 to 15 years to get to where we need to be. But welcome to the process. So that's why I be at with it, fellas.
That's awesome,
man.
Wow, that's amazing, man. That's incredible. Thanks for sharing that with us. Appreciate it.
I don't think, a lot of people don't actually, think about it that way, right? They see guys and they think it's like an overnight success. And it's like, it's that saying, it takes like 15 years to be an overnight success, man.
Yeah, bro. You said it. They look at what you got now.
Yeah.
They don't look at the countless hours that you done put in. You know what I'm saying? Like I tell my son all the time, if I gotta tell you twice, you don't want it.
Facts.
You don't. If I gotta tell you twice, bro, you do not want it. And the fact that he listens and he understands that at the time he's 15 now, but at the age of 11 he got that. At the age of 11, I say, man, I wish I would have had it at the age of 11. My mama sometimes she had to tell me a few times. You know what I'm saying? So that's where I'm at with it, and I still use that for me to this day. Like if you got to second guess it, you don't really want it, bro. You don't want it. You don't want
Absolutely,
it.
man.
If you can get up in the morning and you don't think it's work, like me slinging cigars and smoking cigars, that's not work for me. But I got to stay busy. And the reason why I figure I got to stay busy, I got to show my son, regardless of what happened, you got to go to work every day. You got to take care of your family every day. You got to supply every day.
Yeah.
So from a dad standpoint, it's like all I know from my dad is work. That's all I know my daddy been known to do. All he know is work.
Yeah.
That's all he knows.
Yeah, I mean, I think I've seen you on the Pat McAfee show, and you was talking about how your son got everything you didn't have, So when he in this league, he probably gonna catch, all the balls, right? All the interceptions.
Man, that dude there, bro, like he different, bro. Like he's a yes man. He's a yes ma'am, no ma'am, yes sir, no sir. He's an AB student. Everything is about other people. He don't care about himself. And then he just so happened to be cold in football. Like, I tell him, he was like, Daddy, how you was at 15? I said, bro, not like you. I said, I was good, but I was a good athlete. I said, bro, you're a superior athlete. It's a difference.
Oh.
And I put an icing on top of that. Your work ethic is like mine when I was playing. You caught that 20 years younger than me. I said, bro, like really. I said, bro, you just make being a dad easy. This is what I tell him every day. I said, bro, I appreciate you, bro. You make being a dad easy. I said, you got an old soul, and you got a great work ethic. You don't care about no trends. Like I be trying to push, fellas. I be trying to push his highlights on his Instagram. He said, nah, Dad, I want the word of mouth. He said, I remember you saying one day how you grew up, everything was word of mouth. He said, that's what I want. I said, damn. I said, I'm reaching. I said, damn, as a dad, I'm getting caught up. I'm reaching. I said, so I'm trying to tell you, I'm a proud dad. Like, for me to see what you doing on the field, like I want to show the world this. He said, Dad, I don't. I said, you know what? I'm gonna give you this respect. When you post, I'll post after you. If you don't never post, I ain't posting. But the fact that you said you want everything by word of mouth says a lot about how you think, bro.
Facts. Definitely.
I mean, I think it's more power to you because you're raising him, right? So I think you definitely.
I give a lot to his mom. So me and his mom are separated, but I'm a mama's boy, and he's a mama's boy. So I said, whatever happens in the house is one person you always got to take care of, bro, and that's your mama. And that's your
yes, sir.
And that's it's something I can't relate to 9 months being carried. I can't never relate to that. And it's a bond, especially between the mom and the son. It's a bond, bro. It's a bond. So the fact that, that woman carried you for 9 months and I can never relate to that, and y'all got a special bond, if anything happened between me and her, which did, you need to be with her. Dad gonna be all right. You got to take care of that woman.
Yeah. Hey, man, that's a noble thing right there, man. I mean, with that said, two-time Super Bowl champion. And now, as of this weekend, we got an AFC and NFC champion, right? With the former rival of yours with the Bengals, right?
Jackpot Joey.
You used to do things against.
I'm rocking with Jackpot Joey all day.
That boy things against Chad Johnson and TJ Houshmandzadeh, who's your mama. And then we got we got the Rams on the other side, man. What's it take to make it to the Super Bowl one? And what do you think about this matchup coming up?
To make it to the Super Bowl, everything got to fall in line. One, to make it to the Super Bowl. Two, for the matchups, I got Cincinnati, bro. And the reason why I got Cincinnati, they kind of remind me.
A former Steeler?
Right.
They remind me of the 2005 Pittsburgh Steelers. We was a wild card team. Our back was against the wall. We had a young quarterback at the time in Ben Roethlisberger. He was slinging nothing but touchdowns at the time. He ain't know no better. All he was happy was just being on the field and playing football. Had a defense, and we won't even talk about Cincinnati defense. See, Wayne, we haven't said Cincinnati held the Kansas City Chiefs offense in both games in the second half to 6 points. Yeah. We don't talk about that. We got to start talking about that. So then when you look at, okay, who's the game changer over there with the Cincinnati Bengals? It's Jackpot Joey. When you got a guy whose swagger is off the chain, when you got a guy who had to leave Ohio State because they wanted Dwayne Haskins in front of him instead of Jackpot Joey. But when you got a guy who's Mr. Ohio and he still don't get the opportunity to start at Ohio State, even though you give him a full-time scholarship, you laugh at him, then he goes down to LSU. He gets to LSU. The only thing LSU ever been missing was a quarterback. LSU gets a quarterback at Jackpot Joey. Then you got a Justin Jefferson. Then you got a Jamar Chase. Then you got a Clyde Edwards-Helaire sitting in the backfield. And you like, dang, man. Yeah, you think about that. And you think, okay, Alabama quarterbacks usually, they have the same recipe as Jackpot Joey. They got guys who going to go to the first round damn near every position. But now it's a little bit different. Jackpot Joey had to go through some adversity. And that's what builds and that's what makes you as a person, let alone a professional athlete. Like, he wasn't a man at Ohio State. He wound up betting on himself, leaving Ohio State and going to LSU. Wound up going to LSU and wound up winning the national championship. This young man, from high school to college to the pros, so far, haven't lost a playoff game.
That's
How
crazy.
special do you think that is?
Very special.
High school, I never lost a playoff game. College, I never lost a playoff game. Right now, to this day, and it's only 2 games, so it's still early. I've never lost a playoff game. How special is that? Then you ain't even know he got sacked 9 times. So he played Tennessee Titans on the road, gets sacked 9 times. Usually, when we see a quarterback who gets sacked once or twice, we call them seeing ghosts. So they see ghosts, they throw the ball fast, they throw picks, they scramble out the pocket. Man, for that man to sit in the pocket after 9 times and have a comeback drive says something. For that man to be down 11 to Kansas City twice, 1 in regular season, 1 in the postseason, the man down 11, come back, sling number touchdowns, put his team in a position to win this game, off their field goal kicker, Emmett Phillips, says a lot about Jackpot Joey. Cincinnati is Joe Burrow. Like, that's Cincinnati. Like, they feed off that young man. If you watch him in his podium, post-game press conferences, like, he got an inner confidence about himself. Like, it's not cocky. It's just inside of him. But you can just see it leak. You can see it leaking out of him. You know what I'm saying? That's Jackpot Joey. For your offensive lineman to remember, hey, we was at LSU. I'm going to pick you up when we win a national championship. Matter of fact, we're going to the Super Bowl. And I'm going to do the same thing. That's Jackpot Joey, man. He one of us. When your quarterback is one of the guys, when he's not going home, when he's coming in early and he's leaving late to the facility, but he also hang with the guys, smoking cigars, might shoot a little dice, might gamble with them, that says a lot. When he after practice, when he tell you, bruh, what we doing after practice, that says a lot.
Facts.
He one of the boys.
Yeah.
He just so happened to be the franchise. He just so happened to be the face of the franchise. And usually when you're the face of the franchise, you got to walk a tightrope. That young man ain't walking on a tightrope. Now, he's doing it professionally on a professional manner, but you can see how his teammates feel about him. You know what I'm saying? Like Tom Brady, you can tell how his teammates – you can tell – when you got guys who want to come out of retirement for Tom Brady, the guys want to come out – man, give me one season. Give me a season because I know what he's going to do for me. I got a strong possibility to win a Super Bowl when you got guys who want to take pay cuts to play with Tom Brady. It says a lot, bro, about the person.
Yeah.
I feel the same way about I feel the same way about Joe Burrow. I feel the same way about Joe Burrow.
You know, I agree with you. I think Joe Burrow just oozes confidence, and he like you say, he leaks that out onto his teammates, and you can tell they enjoy playing for him. And like you said, and he got the cigar thing too, which is like, he got swag, you know what I mean? So like
flex.
Something about him is just amazing. But I guess that's a business connection for you. Maybe he can be smoking some of your cigars.
There you go. Yes, sir.
I sure did tag him. Yesterday when I saw him smoking a cigar, I sure did tag his ass. So we'll see. Time will tell, but you're right about that.
Yeah. And also,
that'd be dope. You should definitely link up with him. That'd be dope for sure.
100%, B.
And also, I'm glad you brought it up. He got sacked 9 times against the Titans, and they came out and won that game. I'm rooting for the Bengals in the Super Bowl, but I'm kind of worried against that pass rush with the Rams. You got Aaron Donald, you got Von Miller, and I just think I just don't know if they're gonna be able to handle that pass rush.
I mean, it don't matter when you got Joe Burrow. Like, Joe Burrow ain't worrying about no pass rush. Like, you know what I'm saying? Tennessee tried to get to him 9 times. He wasn't worried about it. Von Miller and Company. I'm sure they're gonna have their time or two. But I mean, he just played a good defensive line when you want to talk about the Kansas City Chiefs. You know, and he wound up being a Houdini in some aspects and getting away and making plays and running for first downs in that way. So, yeah, it sounds good. But what I do like about Cincy, they don't mind running the ball. Like, we're not about to let you just beat up on our quarterback.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? On passing downs, we're going to pass. On running downs, the world might feel like, damn, everybody know what you're doing. You running on first down. Since like, I don't care because we're going to be close in this ball game. Joe Mixon going to handle his business when it comes down. We're going to get these offensive linemen that y'all don't like to run block against these pass rushing defensive linemen. And he going to wind up hitting a 15, 17, 23-yard gain like he did against the Kansas City Chiefs. But it's going to be late during the game. Like, we go off for attrition. Y'all looking for the right now. And I'm just talking as a Cincinnati Bengal OC. Like, we go off attrition, man. We're going to keep pounding you. We know first and second quarter, it ain't going to look good. Y'all going to know exactly what we're doing. Now, when it comes down to the third or fourth quarter, it's going to look good for us, even though y'all know exactly what we're doing. Y'all ain't going to want to stop our two dogs and Piron and Joe Mixon in the backfield. That's what they do know. And by the way, we got a three-headed monster. We got Tyler Boyd, we got T. Higgins, and we got Jamar Chase. And don't forget, we got goddamn Joe Burrow slinging that thing. So they ain't really tripping. Them boys, they know exactly what they got. They super confident. They ain't pressing nothing.
I got two questions for you. So, do you think the Cincy defense can handle the offense of LA? You know, with Cooper
100%.
Cup?
100%. Man, what offense is better than KC? Honestly,
I mean that's true. You know that's
true.
I mean you're right.
You're right.
Honestly,
You're right.
And what's a?
But the Rams are right there, though. The Rams are like almost not quite, but they're
who you be more scared to play, KC or the Rams, as a defensive coordinator? As a defensive coordinator.
I mean,
definitely KC.
Definitely KC. I think KC is like.
I'll put it to you like this: if you're a general manager, who you picking as a quarterback right now? Patrick Mahomes or Matthew Stafford?
Pat.
Pat Mahomes easily.
Pat.
All day.
Okay, so if you and y'all probably split even in this. If you're a general manager and you got a draft, who you picking, Cooper Kupp or Tyreek Hill?
Oh man,
that's a tough one.
Nah, you gotta pick the cheetah. The cheetah he does like
I
he
said
just
y'all
goes
gonna split.
all over the field.
I like Kupp, man.
Split.
I like Kupp too.
I said
Kupp,
y'all
like,
was gonna split.
No, I like Kupp.
Split.
I like Kupp too, but I just feel as a cheetah, he just you just never know when he can just take that ball to the end zone. I mean, Cooper Kupp can do that as well, but I don't know. Cheetah is something else though.
Nah, no, Cooper Kupp is something else. To have a triple crown. See, we're looking at it because the white boy white. That's what we're looking at. to have a triple
he's a problem.
Crown.
Who's a monster?
The man is a goddamn problem.
Yes,
a problem.
Yes.
He's
problem.
So that's my point with Cincy. Cincy said, I don't care about Tyreek. I don't care about McCole Hardman. I don't care about Travis Kelce. I don't care about Clyde Edwards-Helaire. I don't care about Pringle. I don't care about McKinnon. I don't care about Patrick Mahomes. We're going to beat y'all twice, bro. That's all I'm saying.
Nice.
We're going to beat y'all twice, bro.
And then, so as somebody that's been to the Super Bowl 3 times, right?
Yes, sir.
You've been to the Super Bowl 3 times, won twice,
yes.
Lost once. What's your advice for the Cincy team? I mean, the Cincinnati teams hasn't been to the Super Bowl since
30 years.
Yeah, like 1984
1988.
1988, so a long time. And LA's been, maybe three years ago against the New England Patriots. But the Cincy team is young. They have a lot of young players, and they haven't been to the Super Bowl in a while. What's your advice for guys that are going to the Super Bowl in the first time, as far as distraction goes and staying focused during those 2 weeks? What's your advice on that?
Man, That thing in LA too, bro.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, leave with
How
that
do you
thing.
how do you stay
What that
focused and
thing
not
in
get
LA,
into
bro.
trouble?
Woo.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, LA is lit, man.
LA got me in trouble. Yeah. I
feel
did
you,
Detroit.
man. I
We
feel
won't worry about Detroit. I did Tampa. We weren't really tripping on Tampa. But boy, I can only imagine LA.
It's gonna be wild.
I know LA is the vibe.
Hey, all I'm gonna tell them boys is be careful. If you gotta think twice about what you about to do, don't do it.
Don't do it.
Facts.
Don't, because it's not worth losing millions of dollars for a bad decision. It's not. Don't be the guy. It's not worth it. It's not worth it, dog. It really isn't. But I don't think, honestly, Cincy gonna have that problem, man. And I really do believe it's all because of Joe Burrow.
Joe Burrow.
Like that young man, he has the it factor, and he ain't trying to be cool. That's just his personality. Like he ain't trying to be the man. That's just his personality. Like, and he don't want none attention. If you look at Joe Burrow, he praise everybody else but himself.
No,
So
fact.
if I had to say something, I tell them, boy, man, be careful, because you mess up, man, you can lose millions, and you can't get it back, regardless of how much money you make. Which your loss is the L. So be careful out there. I mean, it's a business trip. It's a business trip. Now, after you get through winning the Super Bowl, you can do what the hell you want to do.
Yeah.
But be careful.
Yeah. No, absolutely. Especially with, what happens in the NFL. We see some dude going down every single year, man. So
Right.
Especially this year, with Henry Ruggs and Arnett, just crazy shit going on out there, man.
Hey, man, it's very humbling. It's a game changer. And all you work for to get to where you at can be gone off of one bad decision.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't worth it, bro. It ain't. That short time satisfaction, and I feel like I just made that word up. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it, bro. I'm telling you, it ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. So that's on the back of our jerseys, and just in general, fellas. You're only good as your last name.
Mm-hmm.
Make that thing stand strong. Make it stand strong. Make that last name be generational. You know what I'm saying? It's not worth it.
No, that's facts. I absolutely, definitely gotta be smart. Like, what I'm saying, stay focused, and
Right.
then definitely ignore the noise, exactly like they say, and block out all those distractions. We all know it's easier said than done.
Correct. It's easier said than done. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I get it.
Young
I
once was.
Right. I once was young, so I made a lot of bad decisions, but social media wasn't thick like when I came up. You know what I'm saying? So we got a lot of way. I'm sure we're probably all around the same age. We got away with a lot. We got away with a lot. Nowadays, whether you're right or wrong, social media just want to be the first to say it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Facts.
Sure.
Facts,
You know what I'm
absolutely.
saying? So don't even put yourself, because you're gonna pay more to prove that you was innocent, but your name already tarnished.
Yeah.
Facts.
It ain't worth it. It ain't even worth it. It ain't even worth it.
It's
But
not.
yeah, the OGs said it best. The Denzel Washingtons, the guys, who stay under the radar, they stay silent. They say private life is the best life. But now we're in a young social media kind of, atmosphere, and I get it to a standpoint. That's where we at. And sometimes you do got to evolve. But when it comes down to your personal business and handling your business, Man, it ain't for the world to know. You know,
Yeah.
so
Mm-hmm.
you know,
I
I just think the young generation, you know, they got to be careful and understand because as soon as somebody sees some kind of action, they picking out their phone and they hitting the record ASAP. I see it all the time.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah,
and back in the
facts.
day when we grew up, we ain't have to worry about that. But for a professional athlete, especially for these guys who about to be in the Super Bowl, you don't want to mess up the millions.
Yeah,
No,
I
you
think
don't.
that's where it's hard though, because like a lot of these guys, they want to spread their likeness, right? And the only way to do that is you got to be in front of that damn camera all the time. They don't, separate that life with what they actually got going on. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta use your profession to feed that other part, but like you said, keep your life private. But Barry, go ahead.
Yeah, that social life is more fiction than fact.
Yeah,
Only a
Mhm.
few people who's on that social life is really showing you what is facts. It's a high percentage on that social media life is showing you fiction. You know what I'm saying? So that's I would tell them young guys, man, don't even trip on that. You know.
No,
yeah.
no doubt. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. I totally agree with you on that for sure. I wanted to ask you, like, so in your career, you played against some great quarterbacks like Tom Brady,
Right,
uh,
right.
you know what I'm saying, and the Patriots, and Bill Belichick. So I wanted to ask you. My first question was I wanted to ask you how was those games and those battles like when you guys played against each other, and what was the toughest receiver that you had to cover, the toughest receiver and the toughest quarterback that you had to go against in your career?
Well, the toughest receiver I had was, well, I would say probably my favorite receiver was Antonio Brown. You know what I'm saying? That's
AB, yeah.
yeah, that's what I would say. Like AB, AB ran every route um the same. Like I was mad when AB was starting to start. Like AB, it was because don't forget it was Mike Wallace, Emmanuel Sanders, then it was AB,
Uh
Yeah.
huh.
and
Yep.
and then and then um AB became AB became the man at the time. So when AB became the man, he had to wait. He had to wait a couple of years to become the man. So, but I saw it. So I remember our front office asking me like, who you think is the better receiver between the three?" And I was just keeping it 100 with him. I said, "Man, his name is Antonio Brown, y'all 6th round draft pick." And they was like, "Are you serious?" And I was like, "Man, I'm dead serious, and here's why." So AB, let me cut this light back on, fellas. AB wound up proving me right, bro. But that's one thing you're not going to do um better than AB, and that's outwork him. I mean, they can say what they want to say. His off the field issues, I get all that. He done made a couple of decisions that he shouldn't have made on and off the field. But as far as like being outworked, AB hands down, bro. AB hands down.
Right. And no, I hear what you're saying. No, AB's a great and special talent and one of the best receivers that's played in this area, and that's
All
played in
time,
the
man.
game and of all time. Yeah, AB is different, and you know, it is an extremely talented
Right,
playing
right.
receiver. He has no weakness in his game at all. So I definitely hear what you're saying. My second part of the question was, how are those games you played against the Patriots, particularly when you were going against Tom Brady and Bill Belichick?
Man,
And y'all
ain't
had
even
some
Belichick
pretty
in
intense
town.
games.
It's
So
Tom Brady. Ain't even it's Tom Brady, bro. We said as players while we was playing, Tom Brady kept and got a lot of people jobs. Like you just saw how good You ice cold veins. Tom had ice cold veins. Don't forget another 6th-round draft pick.
Mhm.
Another guy who had to prove himself.
Mhm.
Another guy who was never entitled. I had to earn everything. You know what I'm saying? Like that was Tom, and that's exactly how he played. So, I mean, Coach Belichick, Hall of Famer. He did his damn thing. But I know what Tom Brady did. Tom Brady with that chip on his shoulder. To the time he retires, man, that's the GOAT forever, man. Like ain't nobody better than Tom. Like play NFL player. Ain't nobody better than Tom. And because he know what it is. When you got a guy to tell the equipment manager or tell the front office man, hey man, put the 53rd player on the roster by me, because that's all I know. I don't know nothing about being entitlement. I wasn't a first or second rounder given opportunities. I was a 6th-round draft pick. So I know if I messed up, I was out the door.
Mhm.
Hey man, I need 2 more people like that around me.
Mhm.
Because them the guys I can relate to. I can't relate to a first or second round draft pick. You know what I'm saying? You look at the Wes Walkers, you look at the Julian Edelmans, you look at the Deion Branch, the Troy Browns. That's who he relate to. He got along with a Randy Moss, but that wasn't homegrown. That wasn't a pick from New England. You know what I'm saying? Like, give me guys who want to bring a lunchbox to work, man. You know what I'm saying? Them the guys I want to be around, and that was Tom Brady, because that's his personality and that's all he knew. So TB12 the GOAT, bro.
Absolutely.
No, for sure. That leads me to another question I wanted to ask, and this has been a popular debate, particularly in the Boston, New England area. So, do you think that it was more Tom or more Bill as far as the Patriots winning their 6 Super Bowl
No,
championships?
it was both. Like, Tom supplied the offense, and Coach Belichick supplied the defense, because Tom had top 10, top 5 defenses damn near throughout his whole career. So it was a good little marriage between the both of them. You know what I'm saying? The divorce wasn't ugly at all. Tom needed what he needed to do on offense, and Coach Belichick, being that defensive, genius, he did what he did on defense.
Absolutely. That's a great way of putting it, Doc. And well said. I couldn't agree with you more on that.
I think that's fair. We've had Ike on for a little bit now. You guys have
I got a slide, fellas. I got a slide.
You guys have
My son
any
keep
last
calling.
questions for Ike before he dip off?
I have one last question for Ike. So this
Yes,
is
sir. Yes, sir.
This is no jab at you, Ike, but can you tell us about that play against Tim Tebow when he eliminated you in the playoffs?
I mean
rest in peace to Demarius
Rest
Thomas.
in peace.
You were
R.I.P. DT.
Yeah, I mean, that was a good play, but no disrespect to Tim Moore, R.I.P. DT. I had a better career than both of them. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just what it was. Like,
that one play don't
it's
matter,
cool.
right?
Man, have you ever had a bad day waking up?
That's true.
But
True.
you won't get exposed
because
you would never get exposed because ain't nobody watching the count. The fact that you can bring that up to me, at least that showed me you was watching. Man, this easy, bro. This easy, man. But yeah, ain't no disrespect like to none of them, man. Two first round. DT was a dog. 2 first round, but my career was better. So I ain't even tripping.
Hands down.
Facts, man.
For real.
No lies detected.
Hands down. Bear, you got a last question?
Yes, I do. So wanted to ask, what's the favorite moment in your career? And can you just describe real quick how it's like to play for Coach Mike Tomlin and Coach Cowher? Because I know you played for both of them.
My favorite moment, probably my favorite person is Troy Polamalu.
Ooh, yeah.
Ooh.
Like that's my brother. Like I put him on my wheel. If something happened to me, he got and his mom, he got to take care of our son. That's where I'm at with him on that
Uh-huh.
part. Between Coach T and Mike Tomlin, Coach T and Bill Cowher, in my mind, 2 Hall of Fame coaches. Coach Cowher is already in the Hall of Fame. Coach T gonna wind up making it to the Hall of Fame. Both of them have won. Coach T won 2 Super Bowls, one as an assistant, one as a head coach. Coach Cowher won one as a head coach. Both of them are players coaches. So if it's any 2 coaches that you could have played for, and I was just so fortunate and blessed to play for both of them, for me, it would have been both of them. You know what I'm saying? But as far as like as being players coaches, like you would think Coach Kyle he'll have that grin and he'll have that chin going and he'll be spitting while he's talking to you. You'll think like he wasn't a players coach. He 100% players coach. Coach Tomlin, he's a players coach. He's just much more on a subtle level. You know what I'm saying? Coach Tomlin is more into building a man. You know, Coach Cowher is give me a football player.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, but both of them are players coaches.
Absolutely.
No, absolutely. That they definitely seem like it, and like you said, 2 great, outstanding Hall of Fame, elite coaches in their time. The 2 best of the coaches that we've seen, in the NFL, without a doubt. Those are 2 really good guys and good leaders of men. Like when you think of coaches, you think of guys that are leaders of men, and those 2 are, certainly solidify and and are all about that, and certainly know how to do that at a high level.
No, that's both of them. I think you hit it on the head with that adjective. They both were leaders of men for me for sure.
Absolutely. Well, Ike, man, it was a pleasure to have you on the show, man. Thank you so much for coming
Appreciate
on Pro
y'all,
Fan
boys.
Sports Podcast, man. You're welcome back here anytime. We're going to check
Appreciate
out your
you, bro.
cigar. I don't really smoke cigars, but I might have to check it out. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So keep
Okay,
doing
But
your
I'll
thing.
take one.
I got y'all. We'll figure everything out. Man, I appreciate the invite, man. It was good just chopping it up with you boys on the show for real.
Yes, sir. You have a
Yeah,
good
no
night, man.
doubt.
Good luck.
Likewise, man.
All right, fellas. Y'all boys have a good one, bro.
You as well,
Yeah,
man.
you too, Ike. Thanks for coming on.
All right.
That was dope, guys. That was awesome.
12-year pro, Super Bowl champion 2 times, 3 times Super Bowl player. You know what I mean? Ike Taylor.
And all pro bowler.
No,
So
actually,
much
he never went to the Pro Bowl.
Wow. Never made a Pro Bowl?
That was one thing. He never went to the Pro Bowl.
As
but
good of a corner as he was, wow, that's crazy.
And that's what he was saying, because he didn't get those interceptions. That was the only thing that was knocking him. You know what I'm saying? So when I was doing my research, I'm like, how the hell did I never make it to a? That's crazy to me.
I mean,
you know what I'm saying?
The Pro Bowl is not really like, I don't know, like I think the Pro Bowl
popularity contest.
Yeah, exactly. It used to mean something, but like nowadays it's just a popularity contest. Like
guys don't even want to play in it. Mac Jones is playing in the Pro Bowl this year.
Mac Jones
There you go.
in the Pro Bowl.
Aren't you guys happy about that? Isn't that what's up? Isn't that dope?
Yeah, but he doesn't deserve to be in the Pro Bowl.
He's not a Pro Bowler, bro.
That's true. He's not a Pro Bowl.
I want people that play well to be in the Pro Bowl.
Yeah, nah. I mean, like it's a popularity contest a lot of the time, man. And some guys that don't even play half the year make it to the Pro Bowl. It's like, it's kind of like, I don't know, maybe kind of like the NBA.
You know what's important? All team. Like all
NFL
team. That's all pro. That's what's important. Like that's
absolutely, man.
Because the coaches vote on that. That's what's important.
Yeah, he was a great interview regardless, man.
Yeah,
so
for
make
sure.
sure you guys
Absolutely.
make sure you guys are following him on social media. Make sure you're linking up with him and supporting him, because clearly, he got some knowledge, and he played 12 years for a reason. like he said,
Facts.
one of 27 guys to get drafted, man, and to start in the league and, you know, be a top corner for so long, man, you know, more power to him. So we appreciate him for coming through. If you're still watching this, make sure you're subscribing to the channel. You're pushing the like button, commenting, you know, asking questions, whatever. Make sure you're following us on social media as well. We're at Pro Fan Sports on everything other than Instagram, and that's profan_sports. So make sure you're connecting with us, and you're coming back every week for the show. What is this? Number 96?
97, guys.
97?
Yes.
See, we've done so many. I'm losing track.
Right,
you know
right.
We're almost at 100, man.
Three away from the big 100. We're right around the corner. We're right there. We're approaching that 100, that century mark. Yeah, man, that's dope. That we really made it this far, and again close to that, hitting that big number.
We made it this far, and we had Ike Taylor on. Say that 3
right,
times.
How about that? Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yes,
yeah, man.
Talk your shit. Let him know. Like
for sure.
Ike Taylor on and about to hit episode 100 in a few weeks, man. Life is good. Can't complain.
Yes, sir, man. And until next time, we'll holler at y'all, man. Peace out.
Have a good week, everyone. See y'all next week on episode 98.